Washington Wizards come in for this one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, and with me today, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. And now Washington's starting group. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Nene down low with Gortat. And it's Pierce in the small forward position.
He's so dominant in the low post. You just can't let him get the ball in there so tight.
Too easy. It was really simple for him to go to work there. So much has been made about whether this is Durant's team or Westbrook's team, but in reality, I think it's both of their teams. I mean, Durant does what he does. He's an elite scorer, as is Westbrook. They couldn't be the team they are, the Thunder, without both of those guys being excellent and leading the way they do.
Nene into the lane. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Nene's got his first basket. Here's Westbrook. Wall with some nice D.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Here's Singler. The pass to Waiters. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, they needed that one. Finally, that's just 1 of 5 now overall.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Into Nene. It's stolen by Adams. 3-on-3. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
The Wizards have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. It's Wall with the drive. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Now here's Waiters. They get it back. Here's Cantor. Count the bucket.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The Wizards making the playoffs last season for the first time in the last 6 years, playing around 500 basketball. Steve, what's the upside for this team in your opinion?
Well, their depth and history of injuries have to be a concern, Kevin. I mean, in the East, they'll remain a playoff team, but a contender for the title, I don't know.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
It's just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
Wall's shot is off.
And, you know, part of the depth issue for the Wizards is they struggled to find difference makers in the draft. Aside from taking John Wall first overall back in 2010, their selections have more than often left a bit to be desired.
The shot by Nene, no good. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving. Now, he hasn't been able to make anything this quarter. Well, you look at some of the best picks in Wizards history. Earl the Pearl Monroe, Sunsell. Great players, but not not as many great picks, and that's frankly why this has been one of the NBA's less successful teams over the years.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Here's Wall. Pierce dishes to Beal. And they will call over the back on the play.
Well, I love the fact that he's fighting hard on the boards, but you know, you got to be smart too. Over the back, that's an easy call there.
Well, that's simply the result of poor position under the glass. But at least you can't fault him for being passive. He was trying to be aggressive there.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. McGarry's checked in for Cantor. Morrow comes in for Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 10-2 run here. It's tipped. Gortat with the steal. Beal the pass to Gortat.
Stupendous. I love that word. Save that one. The word and the jam. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful.
You can't top that. I love the alley-oop play. So much fun to watch.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
The Statue of Lip.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
Oklahoma City trailing. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Kyle Singler is up there with McGarry. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Augustine in the point guard position.
Defensive foul.
Well, the Wizards signed John Wall to that max contract extension last season, and he rewarded them. Made his first All-Star game appearance and led the team back to the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons.
The offensive rebound. And Augustine kicks to Singler. Off target from three-point range. Washington shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kevin Durant, after his finals loss in 2011, hired his own analytics expert. Together, they studied video and stats to analyze which are his best spots on the floor. And most shots for KD are good, but he wants great ones. And Kevin, since that time, KD's scoring efficiency has gone from good to phenomenal.
And in 2012-13, he became the 7th player Clark ever to tally a 50, 40, 90 season.
KD joining his role model, Larry Bird. Something special. Thanks, Doris.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
Unloads from 9. Again, the miss by Wall. The Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here?
And the shot is good. McGarry's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
A lot of high hopes for the Thunder heading into last season's playoffs, and it didn't go quite as they had planned. Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Thunder have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter.
Defensive foul.
Thunder would come back from the first round scare nicely as they got rid of the Clippers in the second round.
And it looked like they would be in for a good fight against the Spurs in the conference finals, but just kind of faded away as that series wore on. And I think that was more what San Antonio did than what the Thunder didn't do.
They played their best basketball with Spurs, obviously, late in the season.
They raised it each series. It seemed as though they got to another level.
Yeah, hit it at the right time.
Hard out there. Go on, show your appreciation for the Thunder Girls.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Washington trailing. Outside, Wall. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
John Wall is becoming very efficient running the pick and roll. He's got a nice pull-up from the right elbow if the defender decides to sag off or go under the screen. And if they play up on him, he can blow right by him. So because of his finishing ability, that's a tough cover.
And Wall has some good big men to work with running that pick and roll. Nene, very mobile. Steve, a great finisher.
Yeah, and of course, Marcin Gortat spent a couple of years running the pick and roll with Steve Nash in Phoenix. So, you know, he's had some pointers for Wall, too. All in all, you love to see the chemistry that has developed between all those players.
The first one falls.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And Westbrook is a phenomenal rebounder and scorer at the point guard position. He gets steals. He really is one of the stat sheet stuffer supreme guys in the league.
Porter's checked in for Washington.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Westbrook kicks to Waiters. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And it's 7 points for Dion Waiters. And Westbrook every season among the league leaders, Steve, in assists, but also, unfortunately, in turnovers.
Well, with his scoring burden, you know, that's to be expected, but it's definitely an area he can continue to improve.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Here's Waiters. The shot is off. Some solid defense there by Nene. Stolen by Kanter. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Kept alive over Nene. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
2 shots at the line.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Kyle Singler comes in for Anthony Morrow. Pierce is checked in for Washington. Launches a 3. Here's Beal. Oh, that's blocked.
It's easy to see why this team is losing. He's literally missed every shot he's put up today.
And there's an intentional foul, but I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, tough to explain that one. So it looks like he just lost his focus. And the free throws are starting to pile up a little bit here more so than in the first quarter.
And that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.